Hello everybody, Darren here, and welcome back to Total War Rome 2 Divide et Impera as Rome. We're picking up right where we left off, having just defended the region of Thsis, the recently conquered region of Thsis. We've defended it against the first army of a coalition of Klein states from Carthage. As you can see, 3 of their armies are currently raiding our lands, a nice diverse set of armies. If the game only had any coordination, they would all come at me at once, but alas, they'll probably come one by one. Even so, that's still a tall order for our boy here, Legio 3, Sicily, led by Sergius Agrippa. Formidable defense, proud of him, did alright, well, you know, a couple losses on the phalanxes that we had, sorry, yeah, what would you say, the pike formations that we had. You know, we kind of just sat there and took the hits from javelins, maybe not the best. Next time round, we'll get the archers behind them and repel the cavalry that way, because I just wasn't really anticipating that. That's at least for the Missili. I would expect the Maesili will be the same, lots of Numidian cavalry. Carthage, on the other hand, they're going to have a lot of spear units and stuff, so we'll see. Tactics may need to change based on who we fight, but one thing that's not going to change is that we're going to go on the defense. He's leveled up since that battle, shown his worth. We're going to go down the ferocious warrior chain. Morale for units during offensive battles. Not necessarily what I want, but what's next down the chain? Trained swordsmen, melee attack skill for all infantry units, and defense skill for all infantry. Boom. So, a little bit better at defense. I want to do the same here for the Legion. So the Legion itself is going to get the Garrison Auxilia, morale for all units during defensive battles, and defense skill for all infantry units. We'll also combine that with Defenders of Roma, shots per minute for area of recruitment units, morale for auxiliary and area of recruitment. Actually, well, I think we can get 2 things. We'll go Frontier Garrison first. More movement range, but more morale for all units in battles of your own or allied territory. So again, a defensive Legion here. Defenders of Roma, we'll give that to them next. Sweet. So that is, yeah boy, Sergius Agrippa. Now, this place is being ravaged by instability, right? There's raiding going on, the place has been decimated, there's no food in the region, public order is at an all-time low, -97, with a rebellion right around the corner. This, of course, is not just the region, it is the entire province, for me, not for them. So, yeah, with the other Carthaginian armies around, things aren't looking too hot. Plus, we took some losses in that previous battle, so if they, you know, as we get attacked, it's going to just whittle us down further and further. But fear not, we now have Legio 1 Italica, fresh troops, a fresh legion ready to go. And we said we were going to run down and pile onto the ship. Didn't actually realize we had that much movement range straight away. But sure, why not try it out? I guess, see if you can get on that ship then, sir. Should we put this in port? I think we should. It should make life a little easier for them. Maybe I should have done that last turn so that we get that movement buff, but oh well. Alright, I've given the order. They're on the way. Now, I don't think there's any navies out there that we need to worry about, so this should be safe enough. Alright, they are on the ships. But they're not really going to be able to move this turn. Okay, so next turn, it'll be spring. We'll have a little movement buff ready to take off. We'll get a 30% movement range. Hopefully, even in spring, we can make it all the way down there. If we could drop off at Thsis, that'd be great. I did entertain the idea of going to LPQY or straight down to Euphranta. It's so tempting to. Maybe if these armies scatter, I'll do that. But if they hang about in the region, I think we'll just drop ourselves off. I'm also pretty tempted. Maybe right now we should just go for an attack against the defenders of the new city here. That way, we could maybe bat them away if we win the fight, and then come down to help down here. That might make more sense, although we can't leave Carthage open to this army, for instance, so maybe not. Although, you know, an army sitting on its own there, if we were to go out and defeat them, could we come back? I think so. I think so. Brutus here should be able to do that, so I think that's what I'll do. Now, another thing that's interesting, we got a new technology which actually allows us to go up to level 3 towns. The main thing is whether or not you can sustain that for food. They all require more food. So we kind of need, basically, to create like a food region somewhere. I think Africa is pretty good for that. Yeah, there's grain here, there's fish. There's nothing here, but we can put farms down, so that'd be ideal. If we get that food secured, then we can kind of boost all of our Italian towns, get them making more money. Roma included, so we can go up to tier 3. Either an ancient capital, a commercial version, or a fortified version. So just the standard, or either one with a more military lean or one with a more commercial lean. I guess the commercial lean is probably where we'll go. In fact, we should just commit to that now, because it is something that we're going to try and maintain. So 6,868. Let's give it a go. It's going to take 10 turns. Again, if we can't manage it, we can get rid of it. This will go from 4 food up to 8 food, so that'll be pretty good. The wine, that's a negative to food. Salt, it doesn't change actually how much food we make, does it? It's -1 to -2. And the same with that one. So we'll leave those 2 just for a little bit, even just to buy me 1 turn of checking things out. Now, the Roman village down here, that's focused on food and grain. That goes from 2 to 4. The fishing one goes from 4 to 8. Negative to public order, though, so that's something that we're going to have to try and manage. But the main city we can leave alone. Magna Graecia, again, we go from 2 to 8. Wow, that's a good one, then. Okay, that actually kind of balances out stuff, then, doesn't it? For Rome itself. Could get the iron to grow as well. But we'll leave it at that. It's a good thing we had so much money, actually. We still have 40,000, so that's good. All right. Anything else? Did we move our spy? No, we did not. Pompeia Gemella. Head up here and discover Bithynia, please. Let's see if they'll do a little trade. They're not very happy with us, but let's see.
For the sake of friendship that has been and friendship to come, greetings.
So they're at war with Seleucids, Pontus.
Let us seek wisdom together.
I don't think I'm trading with any of them or anything, so that's fine by me. And they're willing to trade. Let's say, give me 2,400, moderate. Boom. Easy peasy. Rome's trading partners grow. Love to see it. Now, our other spy. She's just going to keep continuing to chill here. I might start moving her soon down this way. But for now, I think she's fine. Anything else to do? Not really. We had deliberated on bringing this army back up north to this territory with our governor, patching it up a bit and then raising a new general. We have him off in Sicily at the moment, actually. Something requires my attention. One of your magistrates is complaining about the lack of slaves in his province. He feels that more slaves would help improve the productivity of his lands and boost the local economy. The local slave population is troubled. 100% slave unrest. Purchase more, work them harder, do nothing. If the man wants more slaves, let him buy them himself. I'd say that. Maybe he'll be annoyed. Maybe it'll cause grief amongst the patricians, but we'll see. How's that family tree coming along? Our boy's up to 11, 9, 8. What about you? Little Mus here. Agrippa Caesonius Mus. 8 years old as well. Many turns must go by. We're on turn 69, by the way. Shout out. But yeah, many turns to go until we really see a big benefit. I think I'll commit to the food region here, and I'll commit to growing this as well. So we've defended it once. We'll commit to the buildings and see what happens. And we'll end the turn and see how the AI react. Don't think there's anything I'm forgetting. All right, let's go. Ah, technologies. One of the rare things the game actually reminds you that you've forgotten. Political action costs are reduced by 20%. It's actually quite significant. You know, when we send people out to run those games, it's nearly like 2,000. So that could be a decent saving. 4% tax rate over 6 loyalty for all parties. More influence. Reduction of empire maintenance 5%. Let's go with that. 10 turns, 333 gold. That's not a big ask, so let's do it.
If that would serve in reaching an agreement today.
So tempting. Non-aggression with Egypt. The reason it's tempting is because obviously they're huge, and it'd be nice to make them a bit happier with us. They're actually quite happy, but the only negative will be if they start taking pieces of Africa, I kind of have to go to war with them, but that would be pretty... I wouldn't be ready for that for a while, so I guess so? Let's see, would you give me anything for this? It's the wrong way around. I always do that. I demand 1,000, just a token. There you go. We got something out of them, but if they go for Africa now, it's going to be so annoying. But we've got 3 factions right at war with this. We're at war with part of Iberia, so it's not the time. Rebellion has occurred. Now, I realized as soon as I hit the end turn button, I was like, oh, I said I might go attack that army in the fort, and then I never did, so my bad. Increase in rank for one of our veterans. Lack of slaves. Oh, it was in Carthage, was it? Like a petulant child. The magistrate refused to buy any additional slaves. Okay. Well, the place is already in rebellion, so who cares, right? The Carthaginian army that was there has gone missing. There is still one here in fortified stance. Maze easily are now backing them up after they recruited a little bit extra, so that's a little tougher now to march out against. Might just run down here and see what's going on. Don't see much. Alright, let's move to fleet. Wow, we actually can't move that far. I thought for sure with the 30% buff we'd be able to go much further than this. What a shame. So down here would be 3 turns. Over here is 3 turns. And that's 3 turns. I think with Egypt, we should just head down to the south. This place is under rebellion. It's gaining public order. So I actually don't really mind if I just come down and take a town here, right? So let's try to get to the coastline and move. It's a bit of a bold move, I think, separating the armies out when they're clearly in a bit of trouble, but you snooze, you lose. I think they'll just move an army across and take this, and that would really bother me, so let's just try. What do we got? Thsis has built its little public forum thing. Carthage has got its temple and its aqueduct up and running. Public order is gaining, obviously, because of the rebellion. Let's get a medicus. Or should we... I don't really want to decline the foreigner population. I want to do the opposite, if anything. Provide an extra garrison here. Stationis Vigilum. Extra public order, reduction in banditry. Bonus to garrison morale and defense. Negative upkeep for all local land armies. Line of sight. Security. Yeah, all this stuff makes sense. The public order is good. The negative growth is not so good. But okay. Now, we need the one that with the most Latin culture. I think it's the Basilica of Jupiter. That's 8. 5, 2, 5, 2, 2, and 2. Alright, yep, let's go with the Jupiter one. And which one of this? I think the one in the middle helps culture. Yeah. So the fountains. So what are we at now? 58% Punic culture. That's not bad, considering we don't even have half the territory. I mean, that doesn't mean 42% is ours. It means that we have 20%. So we're gaining, but we're not there yet. All right, so we're 4 turns. God damn. Maybe next turn it'll speed up a bit, because it'll be summer. Although we are crossing deep water. Agrippa has become a sociopath. It's matured, unhinged, rash, and greedy. 8% melee attack skill for all units. That's okay. The birth of the Parthian kingdom. The Party used to be an insignificant tribe, just part of the D.E.I. confederacy. Now, they've issued a challenge to the Greek kings and satrapal puppets. They've taken Parthia and other lands and made them their own. Rather than keeping to their nomadic life, they've embraced local customs and people. While Parthians haven't changed their ways of waging war after conquering lands to the south, they've adopted parts of local clothing, armors, and even religion. During the Parthian kingdom, cavalry became even heavier, and horse archers deadlier. Infantry was still only there to support cavalry, but the increase in available manpower of conquered lands and their traditions proved more reliable foot soldiers. Interesting history lesson, didn't know any of that. Now, we hop into Rome itself. We're actually losing public order here now. It was -1 when I came into the region. Let's see. I wanted to boost this legion. So we're low on Principes. So 3 of those. 4. So that'll be 4 Principes, 4 Hastati, 4 levies. Anything else then supplemental? I guess just cavalry, right? Get 2 Equites. A nice standard legion there. And then maybe even just now we'll raise the forces of that other Papyrus guy. Gens Papiria. Quintus Trebellius Strabo. Yep. Alright, Equites Consularis. So he'll be ready next turn. Give him his little upgrade. So this will be Legio 4, despite its name. Legio 4. Now, it'll be... Let's call it Africa, because that's where it's going. Would that be right? I'm just trying to think. Should we keep it in Italy? We have Magna Graecia, we have Latium, we have Sicily. We don't have one over here, but that doesn't necessarily matter. What does Primagine even mean? I don't know. I do kind of like the idea of having one that's just like Defenders, you know. So I might give it. I'll just call it Defenders. I don't have a better Latin name right now, but I'll look one up for the next episode. I'll make a note of it. Like the 4th Home Guard or something like that, you know? That's kind of what I want to call it. But they, no doubt they'll end up moving out at some point. Alright, don't think there's anything left for me to do. Pompeia Gamella can move again. We're almost into Antignadide territory. Curious again to see what's going on over here. Oh, there they are. They're in this town. They own Thrace. It makes sense. It seemed like the only place they could have been pushed to. The other spy we've already moved. The governors don't need to move. Our veteran has leveled up. We'll be quick about this. We'll just give him... Brett. Oh yeah, public order. That's only with bread and games. Negative upkeep for all units, an extra experience, and campaign map movement range. Yes. Negative 50% public order due to penalty for penalties due to presence of current foreign cultures. God, I can't read. That's not bad either for a nice aggressive army, and then more experience in melee attack skill. Sure. All right. Yeah. So this guy's. Are you back to full strength? I think he is. Legio 2. Yeah, it's damn tempting to go after one of these guys. If we went for this army first, this one would come in reinforcing. They'd be really slow to get over to us. It's quite tempting to try it. Because the rebellion's just going to build and get stronger.
Ready for battle.
Am I crazy? I only have 4 armies, right? I've got 2 there. 1 that's repairing and replenishing in Italy and 1 here. How far can you move? And then I'm missing a Carthaginian army. I kind of feel like just go for it. But what's our situation here? We still don't have a garrison, do we? Not really. I suppose I'll wait. I really want to have the battle, but I think the smartest thing to do is just wait. We're in a better position to defend with the big walls, and just the longer we wait, the stronger we get. So I kind of do just have to wait. The public order's going up. Like, there's no reason to really move out right now. All right, we'll leave it at that. Let's see how they react. Oh, we actually got attacked again at Thapsos. Is it? Yes. This time by just one of the. Oh, this time by Mazisli, not Masili. So we haven't actually fought these guys yet before. Garrison is replenished a little bit. We have the 2 ships again. Same kind of deal. Yeah. Alright. I'll just save it in case anything goes wrong. We'll just play this out. And defend again with Agrippa. Now with a stronger... Some traditions for defense and some lessons learned. Although that being said, 1, 2, 3, 4... Looks like they've got 3, like, javelin cavalry. And 4 if you count the general, so yeah, alright. Alright, here we are. This time it's raining. Now the deployables might come in pretty handy. I reckon, because of that Jav Cav, we should lead them down the streets a little further next time, if that's going to be the case. So let's give that a go. Just move these guys out of the way for a moment. Let's see how we get on. Right. So they're lined up pretty much in the same formation they were before. I keep saying they and before. It's technically a different faction, but it's all the same. Enemies of Rome, you know. Right, so let's reorganize the UI a little bit. Let's move that guy up here. Move that one here. So just some garrison units at the top. Mob can go at the bottom. Cavalry can go next to my general. They'll organize by what they are. That's pretty much it then. Cool. Right. So, yeah, I'm just trying to think where we should position our units. So, I reckon with peltasts behind our units, we'll actually be able to just fire back quite nicely. So, I reckon maybe we'll stay in here. It's hard to see, but, like, as the street comes down this way and the street comes down this way, they kind of have to go through here if they want to get through anywhere, so... There is totally fine by me. And then we have our missiles to be able to fire right here. Just tuck them in a little bit. Now the same thing is going to be said for over here. So we'll funnel them down this street. Get our javelins behind. Cool. Now the spear units, they could do well if we run them around the outside. I guess maybe just keep them here. Don't know if they'll be spotted or not or how that works, but we'll see. They're spears, so I think they'll be alright on their own. The archers, yeah, let's just keep them back here for now. We'll keep the slingers back as well. I'll position them where they're needed based on what comes in towards us. A couple spear units here also, why not? Just go across that way. Back them up with that one. The mob could just chill at the back. More spears. Again, we'll just keep these near the entrances, just in case they're needed anywhere. Quite thick units, actually. The cavalry can sit around the back as well. We'll send them around, out and around later. General, maybe we'll keep him in. Alright, what else we got? Okay. Keep these Hastati for in the reserve area, just for moving to wherever they need to go. And I'd like to keep our hoplites, again, near to the streets so they can help out if they're needed, but sheltered, hopefully, just a little bit more. Okay, so, deployables, they have to come down this way, so let's just do, if they are going to come down this way, let's try to do caltrops even just somewhere across here. So they come through that way. If they run down this way, so be it, whatever, it's not a big deal. Mounted units approaching get damaged with this. Well, then we could do something like that, right? So now they have to come one or the other if they do want to run their cavalry down this way. I think if we create some sort of barricade funnel here, that might work actually. Actually, we could barricade off a street if we don't want them to go a certain way. Or slow their progress. So let's maybe just barricade this one off. I don't plan on using it myself. It'll take them a little while to come through there. And burning pits or something, maybe strewn across here. Spike traps, again, just got to be careful not to run out this way on myself, but if they come in here and they try to run around, they'll hit into all those things. Alright, the stones, don't really care about them, I just random, whatever. Stones just slow you down, doesn't really do much else. Alright, that's going to be it. It's just the naval units, just leave them out there for the moment, and that'll be it.
Of the Senate and all Rome are upon us today. We must make them proud that we are their defenders. More than that, our Roman gods are watching. Make sure they are not ashamed.
All right. The armies approach. Alright, let's have a look at their units. As I said last time, they're trash. I really do think it would be so cool if those armies came together to attack us, like a real overwhelming force. You do find that with barbarian factions. I remember me and Jackie Fish played a head-to-head campaign together, and you know, you control one faction each, but the AI, you step in for the AI whenever the AI is fighting a battle. So, for instance, he would play as these guys. Now, he didn't have any say in what they did on that campaign, but he would have a say now. Yeah, he'd have full say now. And one of the battles was I was in control of 3 tribal factions, 3 like barbarians, attacking him. Oh shit, they're coming down this way. And it was just an interesting thing. It was like, wow, the AI pulled together 3 separate factions, coordinated an attack all at once, you know? And it was really cool. And I actually lost the battle, but it was really close. I lost on time. We had a 40-minute timer. And some people think time is a bit cheap or whatever, but it encourages you to move fast and be active and do stuff, so it's actually quite cool, I think. It makes the battles definitely super interesting, so you don't just sit back bombarding a town, for instance. Now, I've given the fire at will thing here, but they're not doing anything. I just click to attack. Still not doing anything, I don't know why. It's not the market that's in the way, it shouldn't be anyway. Let's see if we can turn around and then fire into them. They've broken through on this side. Can we fire now? There we go. It's hard to see, but we're thrown in. That's good. And that's their general, actually. This one's going to be largely the same. I'm just going to pull back so we get a better arcing shot. That seemed to be the problem a minute ago. Now, it could have gone testudo or defensive formation, but you go very narrow. I just didn't want to risk it. We'll leave our missiles to fire in and do their thing. Speaking of, these missiles could definitely aim over there. These archers can maybe aim from here. Give them better line of sight. And I think we can fire now. Let these guys throw. Struggling to fire on their own. We could tell them to aim somewhere. Like right there. Good. A little bit better this time. The Hastati are not taking as many hits. We're actually doing something to their cavalry. Stay put, please. These guys seem to be moving around this way now, maybe. They would have run over some of those. Oh, those are burning tar. I forgot. You actually have to set them alight. And their cavalry's struggling to get through here a bit, which is, I guess, the plan. No one's running around the sides just yet. Could try to trap them now, I suppose. Alright, don't have to worry about much on this side. And it's hard to see, but the archers are firing over there. They're just kind of firing at will, whatever they can, so that's fine. Another archer unit here. I'm just going to bring them up and turn them sideways. Something like that. They might be able to arc a few shots in. Right, so one of the light hoplites, just stay there. The other one can continue running around that way. Now we'll see if we can just bunch up against these guys and catch them off guard. A lot of units just chilling out there. The Ligurians are firing their missiles. Not going to run them around the back this time to use them that way. Alright, so we're going to try and close this gap here, and then just push into their backs with spear units, hopefully before they get away. If they do get away, they'll be running into the barricades, I think. Yeah, there we go. In fact, you know what? Just stay there. Just stay there. They'll have to run into you. Actually, yeah, you can commit to it now that you're formed. Go. Alright, some of them have completely broken. Go for the attack. Just lock them down. Finish them off. That's fine. Then we can start to think about running around if we can find some room to maneuver in and around the back there. This is what we got. A huge pile of troops. They're kind of running in and around the spikes from the other side, though, so I don't think it actually really does too much damage. Wow, they have actually done a lot of damage to the Italian town guard here, just running in, throwing javelins, then running back. I just saw them do that. Alright, looking good. Let's just destroy those barricades and we can run through them now. We'll go with these guys. Got a lot of units around here, so what do we have? Oh yeah, the cavalry can move now. So that's all mob. This is mostly our missiles. We've got the pikemen. Still have Ligurians ready to throw, actually. You might be able to run some of them around the back then. And these guys can maybe come up here. Astadi. Let's see if we can get a couple of the slingers to fire on that cavalry there. It's pretty far away, but they might be able to do it. They've not destroyed this yet, really. Could have just gone around. I just thought they had destroyed it a bit quicker than that. It's going to turn the music down really quick. It just seems a little intense. Alright, let's get our spears up there because that unit is starting to really struggle now. Done a good job throwing stuff in there though. And these guys are starting to take damage now. I saw a few of them just drop. Alright, you fall back. This unit go into phalanx. God, it's all down to this like one phalanx now to hold the line inside the market basically. It's like a complete mess in there. They'll hold. They'll be fine while we get some other units to run around here. Where's that cavalry gone? There they are. Alright, we are through. Now we can't really go that way because of the spike traps again. They can come at me though. And if they set them off, then we could run over them. I think that's how it works. So the flaming thing should be fine. No one can really set fire to anything, I think, because it's raining, so that should be okay. Right, so archers. We're gonna get 1 unit of archers there, another one behind that one, and another one behind that one, and they're all just gonna fire into that pile. They are firing from the front, but I don't mind. The slingers, though, they can kind of run around. It's gonna take a while to get around. We'll go this way, I suppose. Yeah, they're not taking the bait and coming this way. Or are they? These guys won't be affected by the spike traps too much. We'll take some damage from them as they run over. Oh yeah, some of them are going down actually. Good, good. Nice, okay, that was easy enough. This side is okay, nothing really going on there. The Hastati can start to move out now. And the archers and everything are getting lined up. Keep changing their rank and file, and that will kind of reform their formation. Slingers keep moving out. And I've just moved some extra phalanx units up because they're going to be needed up there. How are they doing? They were really damaged with that. But they did good. Let's get them out of there now. There we go. We can see some of the archers firing in now. Can they use fire? No. Right, just fire right in there. I don't know if you can see much, you know, it's so dark and it's probably a little grainy and pixelated just a little bit, but the hails of arrows are flying overhead now. So they're doing the thing. My guys have run off this way chasing that cavalry away, which is dumb. That's my bad. Let's get them back in the line. Dumb of me, I mean. Where's the Ligurians? Okay, they're ready to throw, I think, maybe into the sides of these units. So let's just widen out here a bit. We have to get in front of that tree and then throw. There's no caltrops or anything in here. I don't think so, right? They must have gotten rid of them. I think I put some down here, but I don't see them. All right, the Hastati. Let's get moving. General can move up this way now, maybe. Or maybe just give a boost to the defense in here, actually, would be a good idea. How are those slingers getting on? Alright, cavalry's moving around. The Ligurians are in position. Let's throw into there. Hitting them from the side. Nice, nice. Those spike traps are already toppled over, so we don't have to worry about them. What are we stuck on here? Just a bit of rubble. Okay. We got the light hoplites here. Yeah, I reckon now we can start just pushing in. Because these guys are around the back now. Start trying to hem them in a bit.
Heavy horse at your command.
So we might take a few losses with some of the spike traps here, but it shouldn't be too bad. Alright, good. These guys have fire at will on. So just let them form up again, and then we'll throw, and then we'll just run in. 1, 2, 3, throw. Alright, go, go. Just pile them all in. Why the hell not? Cavalry I don't think are really needed, to be honest. We could do... How are these guys holding up? They're taking a decent amount of damage as well. We could step forward with the other ones, maybe. Just start stepping forward a little bit. Let's give them a boost. Nice, good. Alright, hard to see, but they are pretty much fully surrounded now. I'm going to tell my Equites to go in and just engage those little bits that are hanging around the side there. Hopefully there's no caltrops. And then we have the slingers, right? So the slingers could still come around and maybe fire from even here all the way down the streets. Maybe one of them could stay there, and two of them could stay here, and we can see how we get on. Alright, it's a hell of a mosh pit. Wait for the slingers to get in position. Are the archers done? Yeah, they're out of ammo now. Gonna form up in a little town square here, please. These guys are done as well. You guys get out of the way. We landed with the two naval units. Are they throwing their stuff? Oh yeah, they are. Right, slingers are almost in position. See if we can see any combat in here. It's going to be a little difficult, but that's the shield wall we've got. A few of the boys stepping out of formation. Like this guy, he looks totally super far out. He's drunk. Just piles of bodies as well everywhere. What a nightmare. Alright. Cavalry, widen them back out for a second, and you guys just fire wherever you want. Somewhere in here, I guess. I always say that. Just fire at will, fire wherever you want, and then I tell them exactly where to aim. It's just habit. I can't really see. I think there are some stone pebbles and balls coming in this way. They raised their shield, so someone fired something. Yeah, they're doing it. 20 kills, 21, 3 kills, 0 for them. Or 7, okay. They're getting some. Hey, there's been like a break in the clouds. It's just gotten a bit brighter. Fire at the cavalry, please. Can you do that without moving? Let's put it in slow motion and see if we can follow these. There we go, there's slow motion. So if I pause it, you should be able to see a bit more clearly. There they all are flying through the air. General dead, they say. Good. Alright, can we get a bit more proactive? Can we push a little harder now, please? There's a big gap here. Some of you can push through there, I'm sure, right? Missiles can fire as well from back. God, what a mosh pit. Looks like a lot of those units just broke. Just push now, all the way up. Push. Oh, the massive troops. Let's go. I think we should stop firing now all missiles. You'll only hit our own men. Yeah, I think that's it. Agrippa again with a much better defense this time around. Look at the swell of troops trying to get out now. Now what we do is we go, you guys lift your phalanx and have at them. General can get in there as well, why not? Alright, we'll just speed it up. I don't even know if we can... These really should all die. Like, normally I'm like, oh yeah, let some of them get away, the ones that got out of the town. But these are so hemmed in, there's no way they'd get away at this point. So just crush them. Crush them to death. Any stragglers that do make it out. I don't see any, actually. Oh, there they are. Let them go. They get away. They can run free. But these guys, keep crushing. Man, the cavalry's like just hopping over people. Jesus. Everyone's just been shoved around everywhere in circles. Anybody left? Oh my god, that's all that's left? I could barely even tell where it was. Alright. We'll just pretend they became... they got captured and became slaves or something. In reality, they probably just died. Alright, so what do we do? 617 losses. Better than last time, I think. So that's not too bad. Alright, there we go. I'll endeavor to actually check the results this time. The kills are going to be quite off because obviously we just decimated them when they were trying to run away. So can't really see like totally accurate numbers, but one of the phalanx units here with 462. Love to see it. 200 on another one of them. The Hastati, 237, 230, 153. One of them only has 33. Cavalry, almost nothing really. 60 and then 9. General, 481. He came in and just mopped up right toward the end there. What I am interested in is how did those slingers do? 37, 17, and 17. Not great. Well, we didn't really use them as well as we did before. Alright, well, GG. Almost everyone died. We have 3 units that got away. Make them slaves. Now we'll just kill them off. Alright, that's 2 armies down. 2 to go. And, well, in this region, 2 more in the region above. Ah, there we go. They've attacked again. So a little baby army has come up and attacked us, and then a bigger reinforcing army from Misili. So this time we did no chance to recover at all. Okay, so now it's finally against our favor. Now this is after Carthage's turn, so if we win this, we should be okay for at least one more turn. We could redirect the fleet then after that. I'm going to save it here, and we'll pick up at the beginning of the next episode and fight this out straight away. Oh, so I guess thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I just forgot to sign off.